What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite passing plays in Madden 18. Now if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Like I said, today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite passing plays in the game. And basically the reason I'm showing this is because in my last couple of gameplays, last few gameplays, I was showing you the empty bunch scheme that I was running because it has this really good QB draw, which I broke down on the channel a while back. I'll put that video in the description if you have not seen it yet. But I've been running, I was running this scheme for a few games in MUT, and I posted some gameplays, and a few people asked me, show some passing plays out of it. So I'm going to show you the main passing play that I was running out of this. This is basically like gun bunch, but with just imagine taking the running back out of the backfield and motioning him to the left. That's basically what it is. It has a lot of the same plays in it. So like it has verticals in it, it has Y curl, it has curl flats, which are basically just kind of the same as their as the gun bunch counterparts, just without a running back in the backfield. But the unique play that I'm going to talk about today is Z-Spot, because if you watch my gameplays, this was the main play that I ran, and just a very, very solid play, especially when you mix it in with the threat of how good that QB draw is. So the setup is simple for this. All I want to do is fade B and then put Y on a drag. So the really good thing about this play is where your tight end normally is in the bunch, that you have a running back there now where you see Precise on that flat route. So you have some really good speed out there. You want to have your fastest running back there. So Precise is 90 speed, which is faster than pretty much any tight end in the game. But like if you saw me in Ultimate Team, I had Bo Jackson there, who was, I believe, like 94 speed. So it's just crazy. That flat route is very hard to guard because sometimes it shoots out immediately, but when it does, it gets a speed burst, or sometimes it delays a little bit and then shoots out immediately. But either way, it's hard for a lot of defenders. If there's no hard flat on that side of the field, it's very hard to defend that flat route. And there were a lot of times in games I was forcing my user opponent to have to go out there and manually do that, and when he did that, I would hit the drag on the back end. But basically what you have here is you have a flood on the right side of the field. That corner route is a very sharp corner route. It gets underneath the 91 zones. So you're either going to have that flat or that corner open against most defenses, and then you have a drag coming on the back end, and then you have a speed end going over the deep middle if all else fails. So here we're just going to run it a little bit. You see how Precise just gets to the outside there. I would throw this flat route like 10 times a game when I ran this scheme. I would force my opponent to either put a hard flat over there or go out there and user it. A lot of defenses just aren't going to pick up this flat route. You pretty much have, like I said, user it or put a hard flat on it. So like here, I'll run a cover 4 hard flat look, and you'll see he'll shoot out there to stop it. But when that happens, then you have the corner route. You just want to make sure to possession catch it. As you can see, the 91 zone in Casey Hayward there came down, but we were able to get in front of him, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to be able to get down in front of him because the route is so sharp. You just want to make sure to possession catch it so that you you don't drop the ball, you don't get hit or anything like that. And then I'm going to show you here on this back end too, if everything else is covered and you stay patient, you can kind of throw this in possession, catch this speed in on the back end like that. So that's cover 4 right there. We'll show cover 3, and it's going to pretty much be the same song and dance. You see how open the flat route gets? If they give you the flat route, you take it every time on this play. A lot of times people get caught up looking for the big route, the corner route, or the deep end route. With this play, you want to look flat route first every time. If the flat route is there, you take it every time, because if it's there, you're pretty much guaranteed at least 5 yards, and you'll take 5 yards every time. You'll make them get down there and try to stop it. And what happens a lot, I'm going to try to simulate this here. So what happens a lot is, like, usually your opponent's using one of these linebackers, and if you abuse him with this flat route, see, I'm going to man him up here just to like simulate a user defender here. So this is what would happen a lot when I would play in games. People would run out there and start manually trying to cover that. When they did that, I would just pass lead this drag up like that, and you see that drag got 8, almost 10 yards. I'm actually go to the replay really quickly here, because this is important, because when you run this play, like I said, mixed with the QB draw, they have to set up and worry about the draw. That's what's gonna scare them. But then you have this like glitchy flat route over here that's really easy to hit. So when you force them to go over there and user it, as soon as you see them bailing out to use that flat route, you want to pass lead this drag up, because it's gonna just leave this huge pocket on the back end for this drag. And that's basically why when I ran the scheme, you know, against the average opponent, I would just run Z-spot and I would run the draw most of the game, because between the draw and that flat route, anytime they would just bail out to the flat route, I would just hit the drag route. I would get numerous first downs just throwing that drag route, because I had them worried about the draw and worried about the flat route. It was just too easy, honestly. So here we'll show like a cover 2 look. You can see, even though that's a 91 zone cloud flat, we'll save 5 yards before contact, because you broke the tackle there, because a lot of times that cloud flat's going to suck in towards the corner route and just leave our flat route open on the outside. And then, you know, worst comes to worst, if you have to, you can take the drag underneath if you want to wait a little bit later. For whatever reason you're scared to throw that flat route, you still have the drag. You'll pick up 4 to 5 yards on that as well. You know, even if they drop this middle linebacker back, that's not really going to affect us too much on this play, because we're not throwing any type of deep posts or anything like that. You'll see, we got hit with the block shed there, but we'll go to the replay because I just want to show you what was opening up here. If they drop that middle linebacker back, it's actually going to help us on this play, because this in route here, you see Paul Richardson was coming open underneath, and you see, like, look where the deep middle linebacker was bailing. He was bailing all the way back here with this streak. So if they run a cover 2 like that, which most people do at this point of the year, it's actually better, because you're going to leave this speed in wide open, like right here on the back end. Like if we leave this up, we probably would get a touchdown. We'll actually try to run it one more time. Hopefully we don't get block shedded to death this time. So we're going to drop him back, and we'll see. We'll probably be able to get into the end zone or get pretty close. And of course we got block shedded again. I mean, it's practice mode, and it's the Chargers, so they're gonna hold up pretty well. So let's try it one more time. Hopefully we can get a little bit of blocking. The deep in route does take a little bit of time to develop, and you see there we let it up, and we got to about the 1 yard line. So as you can see, if they run a cover 2, it's gonna leave them pretty vulnerable. If they run man defense, a lot of times what you're gonna see here is, you see how this man is kind of like more to the inside of the running back here. That's gonna happen a lot, and if you have a fast running back there, well, of course he's gonna break out. And we got about 3 yards there, but keep in mind, if you're playing MUT, you probably have a running back that's faster than 90 speed. If you have a Bo Jackson or Barry Sanders out there, you're gonna really make some stuff happen with that. And of course, you have the speed end, which is just a man killer on the back end. I mean, enough said. So this is definitely the best complement play to the QB draw out of the gun empty bunch. It's definitely one of the better formations in the game, especially if you have a fast QB to really take advantage of that draw. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. I think it's actually one of the more fun schemes to run in the game if you're trying to switch it up a little bit. So if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.